Salam, salam. This is Unity, and I'm here to do a Unity moment. So, if y'all look at the news, I've been looking at it a little bit more. It's real scamming type shit. Dealing with white privilege. A actress that played on Full House. Her name is Lori. I can't pronounce her last name. I put it across the screen. Her and her husband and about 50 other people use their white privilege and paid to get their children in colleges, like prestige colleges. There's a YouTuber on here named Olivia Jade. She's the daughter of Lori she played on Full House back in the days. I used to look at that show. She played Uncle Jesse's wife on Full House. And her daughter is a big YouTuber. Her name is Olivia Jade. She has like a Sephora palette and all that. So I was looking at an interview that she did on a show on YouTube called Zach Zane's Show. So I was looking at the show, and in that interview that he listed like 5 days ago, she was saying how her daddy did some cheating type stuff in college.
It's cool to see that he built it all himself, especially he has a really crazy story in college. He like built his whole entire brand, and he wasn't actually like ever, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, sorry dad, but he wasn't ever like enrolled in college, but he like faked his way through it. And
oh wow.
Yeah, so and then he started his whole business with tuition money that his parents thought were going to college.
What?
That's like such a different time, but
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but it's okay.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
It is a cool story.
So it's just be like these rich people, they have money and they do all type of scamming type stuff. But this the thing, descendant of slaves, we already knew that they didn't really work like that. I can remember just hearing in my community, like in the black community, like, oh, that's their white privilege. Half of them don't even finish high school. Half of them don't even, when they go to college, they don't even finish college. They just get jobs because of who their parents is and their money is long. And half of them become like CEOs of companies, and they don't even really have a quote unquote education, because you know in this society education really don't matter. You could become like really big on social media and you don't really have to go to college no more. But back then, which I think that stuff gonna matter again, because the social media is, that'll be another video. But back then you used to just know like, oh, that guy, he's the CEO or he's supervisor at this job or he's this, and they be like they dumb, they don't know nothing. So it's kind of like white privilege. It remind me of this movie that I looked at back in the days called Soul Man. Not Soul Man with Bernie Mac. Not that one. It's like an 80s Soul Man. It was Ray Don Chong was in it. Yeah, in that movie Soul Man, it was really like a real racial story. When they made that movie, the demographic mainly they wanted to show it in the black community. The movie was very, very racial. I don't understand why. Because I guess back in the 80s, people didn't see nothing wrong with it. And the crazy part is, his parents in the movie was like really rich, but they were supposedly showing him that he's gonna have to pay his own schooling, and instead of him working hard and getting a job and paying for his schooling, he stole a scholarship from a black college student. The movie was very, very stereotypical. It's just like, from what I can remember now, and I haven't looked at it in years, I can remember dealing with, you know how they say the black men have the biggest sexual parts, and it was a really stereotypical movie. And so he mainly did blackface. Didn't really know about blackface because I was a little girl, and I remember saying, damn, he looked better being black. But when you look at it now, he looked like a damn fool. I believe the daughters had to know, because if you went to college for a certain scholarship out rowing, wouldn't you know that you're not a rower? You know, it's just interesting. So it's just mainly white privilege. To be honest, I never heard of Olivia Jade on YouTube before this came up. It just shows you how they've been doing this for years. And like I said, in the black community, we always knew that rich people paid their way through things. They just used their money and they got away with the things. So we always knew that. So it's like 50 people gonna get charged with it. Just like they went back and found all the things that people been doing from back in the days, from the Me Too movement. If you look at a whole history of America, you're gonna see that white people always done it. They always use their money, to get where they want to be in life. And the crazy part, guess what? Black celebrities do it too. They just don't do it on a level like they do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like Steve Harvey said, we black out here, so we can't do what they do. That's my take on this story, because when I seen it and it's everywhere, like, oh my God, they paid this much money to get their kids in college and they did this. What about the kids that didn't even go to college but got a college degree? It's people like that. Didn't even probably step 1 foot in college and got college degrees. Because of who their parents is and their money was long. This been going on for a long time, y'all. This ain't nothing new. It's what you call white privilege, and that's what it is. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it. All right. Salam, salam.